And I just went to his house today and got some stuff out, and because the realtors are pushing me, they're pushing me. Hey, get everything out, clean out, get it all done, And my lawyer is talking about that, and oh my god. And I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers and sisters.
Wow,
And
that's
I'm
overwhelming.
yeah, and I'm out. I'm in the country. I live by myself. I don't have a girlfriend. Nobody helped me out, and I'm trying to, I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying to do all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, man up, man up, man up." Well, I can't man up when I don't have, I've got two kids. I got two kids, and they're worthless. And one's in JDC, and, and the other one doesn't want to help me and tells me, "You're not my dad because I won't get them over here." And it's just, I don't need all this negativity.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
um you just have to tell, like when my husband passed away and he had a shop and it was full of like all the stuff that I knew nothing about, and the realtor was like, we
Yeah.
were going to put it up in February, and she was like, I want that shop cleaned out, and I was like, I can't do that. I
Yeah.
You can't. And so what I did with his stuff, because I didn't know what half of it was, is I had an auction. I had an auctioneer. I mean, he was wonderful. He came in and sorted through things, had everything organized, and we had an auction and got rid of all his stuff. But if I would have had to do that myself, or even with the kids helping me,
Right.
we didn't know what half that stuff was. So, it really.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if you can find somebody like that, but if you can't,
Well, maybe, you know what? I never really thought about that before, an auctioneer or something. But, it's a little tiny house. I've got 2 acres right by a lake. And, I figured it would go for about $70,000 or something like that.
mhm,
And they valued that at 40,000.
40,000. Where?
Yeah, 40, basically just on the land.
So what state are you in again?
Indiana.
Oh, okay. Gosh, it should be
And
what we're at maybe, but I don't know. Yeah.
but no, I mean that was a big disappointment and everything. And uh that's like the washer and dryer. I have no more room in my garage. I got a three stall garage out here. I can't put any more stuff in there, you
Mm,
know.
yeah.
And I said, well, I'm just gonna leave it, you know,
I
leave
mean,
it.
you can sell it as is. Like when I sold my home, it was a big farmhouse. Of course, and
Mhm.
I wanted to get out of there because the upkeep was so
I
high. I
I
mean,
understand. I
sold it.
do understand. That's what I'm living in right now. I got a 2-story, 2 bedroom, uh, you know,
Yeah.
2-story house. Yeah, farmhouse right now.
Well, yeah, that my it was a big farmhouse too. I sold the house as is, but it wasn't in awful shape. But there was some stuff that needed to be fixed, like there's some roofing issues and some things in the.
Mhm.
And
Right.
I mean, you can do that.
I just put a new roof on. My lawyer come over. I had to sign some papers and all that, and he says I told him about the roof. Look, the front roof looks like shit and all that. Excuse my language. And he says, "Well, make some phone calls. Make
Yes.
some phone calls." And so I did, and they come out and they repaired the front roof and all that and everything, and got me squared away on that. But
Mm,
it's just so much. I mean, with a big house like this, with only me, and I only burn with wood. I heat my house with wood,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know, I, I don't know, and I'm here by myself. It just is like overwhelming anymore.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
lot. And you're going through grief. And that's the problem is when you do lose someone, generally you have to sell a home or,
right, right, and then the grief on top of it. I mean, I'm dying inside, anyways. Now I feel like I'm all alone. You
yeah.
know, I mean, it's just I don't have brothers and sisters, like I said, and then my cousins and my friends and all that.
Mm.
They were right there at the very beginning, but then you know, I know that they have their own lives and all that. I
Yeah,
understand
they
that.
start to go away after.
Yeah, yeah, and but it just feels like you have nobody, and you ain't got nobody you know, to.
So if you sell it, you'll have money to go someplace else, so right? Just to get rid of it as is, maybe would be the
Well,
best.
I've got two properties. I got the property down there at the lake, and then I got this place. I want to keep this place because this is country.
Yeah,
You
that's beautiful.
know, Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I miss living out in the country.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hold
and
on to the country place.
yeah, this is where it's at right here. But yeah, but they only are offering. I mean, I got money put up, and all that, and but uh, it's
Really
just
pushy. I'm like I had some issues with my realtor. Yeah, 'cause she was just pushing me so much. Then she wanted to show the house all the time. Well, at that time, I was working, and she
right,
wanted to show it every like 2 or 3 evenings a week, and then all on the weekends. And I was like, I have to have some time to do something when I come home from work. I have to
right,
be able to relax or just something. I have just it was just me and the two dogs, but like I was like I told her, I said, I can't do this every weekend. I need a
right.
weekend. I just come home and relax. And then keep the
Absolutely.
house clean. Like I know she wanted me to like take all my pictures down, and I'm supposed to keep the house up clean and ready for people to come through. And it was so stressful. And I just and then I told her when I backed that schedule down off, she was like, "Well, you're not gonna sell it as quick." And I was like, I don't care. I can't come home from work, take my dogs away, and do this
Right,
all. So yeah, you kind of just have to tell them what you want because they
right, right.
want and they want to sell it quick. So yeah,
And that's the hardest thing, because when this happens so fast, I talked to my dad the day before he passed, and then he passed away. And I called my uncle Frank. I was like, "Oh, goddamn, go check on me." I got that phone call, and then everything by the time they got him out of the house, they're already inside taking everything out, and I'm I'm still in disarray. Like I
yeah,
don't know what's going on, and I can't get my head around anything. And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go inside and clean the house out, and go burn his bed, and then go burn." And I just feel that was very disrespectful.
right, right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
And I mean, this was like 4 months ago,
Yeah,
but I'm starting now to like it. It's kind of like hitting again. Like, oh my god, like I don't have nobody.
yeah, yeah.
What do I do here? And then okay, now I got to. like my dad was like, I lost my mom in 2011, and then now here I lost my father. That's the only two people I ever had, and now I have nobody, and I'm like I'm lost. I'm lost.
Well, it's early yet. I mean, you do get better, but it's rough. I mean, you just have to, yeah, it's,
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just it's mind blowing, like with how much I've had to, you know, what I've been going through. I mean, like like with the bills, and then it's like dad's insurance. I mean, I don't know what, and then I got to go make appointments with the lawyer to talk with him. And thank God that I have a family member that is a lawyer, and he's taking care of that.
yeah. I
But
mean, with your father, I don't know how he has a will set up, but as far as any bills go or anything, you're not responsible for them.
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
So,
the lawyer said. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, don't you know?
Yeah. He said just null and void that, and
Yeah,
don't worry
yeah.
about it.
Credit card bills or anything, that's not you.
But I mean, just
Even
the
if you're married, like unless it's in both of your names, like there was some stuff my husband had that was just written
right.
off because it wasn't in my name. So yeah, but especially with the father, you're not gonna be responsible for that.
It's just so like emotionally hard to do a lot of this stuff by myself with
Right,
nobody here with me, and
right. And I think
that's what
everybody,
killed me.
anybody that loses someone that is taking care of that financial piece or any of that, it's
Right.
just overwhelming because that's not something you do in
Right.
everyday life. So it's all new.
And the lawyer keeps talking to me in lawyer terms. I don't know them lawyer terms.
Yeah, you just have to tell you what it means in real life.
He's like
Yeah,
right,
that makes
right,
it all the
yeah,
more confusing because it's like
yeah,
you're talking to me in your legal terminology. Nobody else
absolutely,
uses that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
right. I mean,
But I mean
see,
that's just my story, and I mean,
yeah, it's hard. It's
when,
hard. I mean, I think I'm pretty tough when it comes to things, and I was just like, I even though I was grieving, I was like, when it comes to business and stuff, I didn't fool around. But it's hard if you've never done that before. You
yeah,
can't ask
well,
myself pretty much a hard ass when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, I mean, that's why
The best you can really do is just to take it a day at a time.
right.
Take it kind of, and it may take a long time. It really sucks, but you really got to take it as it comes. Just do the best you can. Unfortunate as that may be.
I appreciate everybody speaking your thoughts on it. Thank you.
Yeah. I always say, what you have to do every day is just get up and do the day. And like you just want to, if you just want to play around.
I wouldn't necessarily be doing any better myself, so it'd be hard for anybody. That's
And
a lot of other people going through similar things too.
Right. I'm really sorry for spewing some bad juju or whatever in my story out there for you.